Hello, kindred spirits. This time I'd like to sum up what I'm going to say to you in this manner. You cannot do an end run around your emotional body and expect to heal completely. I say this because I've been doing some reading about different healing modalities, and all of them, all of the authors and the advice therein is good and well-meaning. But one thing it doesn't cover is healing the emotional body. And unless and until we heal that part of self, we will not ever fully heal. Because in my experience, both as a client and as a Sunon story healer, the origin of all disease is dis-ease within the emotional body. And to the extent of my knowledge at this time, only two things cause dis-ease within the emotional part of our being. Those two things being self-judgment and vows, which of course are self-judgments hooked to denials. And I've talked at length about how deadly denial can be. So I don't really care what healing modality you use. You always want and need to refer back to your emotional body, because the emotional body is your will for you. It's your what I want for me in my life and my being. And we live out of the heart. We live out of our emotions, however much we pretend otherwise to be logical and rational and all that kind of stuff. Yes, we are logical and rational, but that's only 1/4 of our being, the mental body. We are also physical, spiritual, and above all, emotional. If we want to heal completely, if we want to create a reality that we really want to live instead of just get through from day to day, then first we address what is ailing the emotional body. Self-judgments that are hidden in our subconscious, and we have no conscious idea what they're truly about until we go in and find them and make a new decision. And from my own experience, I can tell you that can be a very scary thing. But the irony is, once you go and get there and lift up that self-judgment or self-judgments and examine them, the fear goes away. And the reality is that you just didn't know better, or you misunderstood, or you made an assumption based on lack of knowledge or incomplete knowledge, and there is nothing to it. It then becomes far easier to just say, hey, you know what? I don't need that self-judgment anymore. I've grown beyond it. And you can let it go. Forgive yourself, forgive others, take back your power, replace that self-judgment with unconditional love, and you automatically have a healing. It's automatic because your natural state is one of health. And if your consciousness, your energy field, you, is vibrating closer to its natural frequency, you will be in greater health. So that's it. Can't make an end run around your emotional body, but when you consult it and when you heal that part of self, every other part follows. Can't help it. Until next time, vaya con Dios.